My name is Anna.
My name is Ayan. I'm from India.
Mary.
Hello.
My name is Ashesh.
Shika.
François.
I'm
French.
Francois from France. What do you think about Elon Musk buying Twitter?
I think it doesn't really bother me because at the end of the day, it's still social media. Everyone's going to use it, whether he owns it, the Queen owns it. I mean, King should have got that right.
I wonder how Twitter's going to now manage hate speech, because free speech includes everything. And he's also indicated he's going to reactivate Donald Trump's account. And that's going to be a different ballgame. So I'm not entirely sure whether Elon Musk is going to be able to do what he has set out to do.
It's a good thing because Twitter has a history of banning people who are not in having some sort of inclinance. For example, they banned Trump after this election.
So the Taliban still has Twitter. Do you think it's right that the Taliban has Twitter but Donald Trump doesn't?
Oh, I wasn't sure if Taliban has Twitter because I thought in Afghanistan, pretty much all rights were curbed, right? Including internet and all of that. So I wasn't aware that they have Twitter.
Kanye West has said some things on Twitter, and it's really, really not appropriate. So I think it's good that he's deleted from Twitter.
Our problem is when we get too sensitive about things being censored. Like, things are censored for a reason, and just learn from it and learn not to say those things again.
But that's kind of the opposite of free speech.
Yeah, but like the idea of freedom of speech is that everyone can say what they want, but remember that there's consequences for what you say.
Because Kanye said something that offends someone, but the Taliban murder people, who do you think's more important to be censored?
Yeah, the Taliban, for sure.
You have to take responsibility of whatever you say. What I don't like about the internet and the free speech is the fact that it's anonymous. You can say anything anonymously, any bad thing, you don't risk anything. We should remove that anonymity, and then the speech will be less hatred. It will be free, but less hatred.
In New Zealand, our Prime Minister wants to pass hate speech laws. Do you think governments should be allowed to decide what speech is okay and what speech isn't okay?
Not at all, because every government has some sort of inclination towards the left, towards the right, and if they are the right-handed government, they think that the people who are speaking in the favor of, let's say, abortion laws and things about that they think it's hate speech, but the people who are actually for that, for them it's just, about protesting that they don't like. So hate speech is very subjective, and I think no government should be doing that.
It's a very gray area. Like, if the government doesn't like it, the government isn't always right. They do what they think is best, but it might not be the best. So I think laws on hate speech is going to be such a gray area where there's going to be no one really happy.
I don't think government should dictate that, because, places like New Zealand are still far more liberal. But if I look at India, where we are originally from, if the government starts monitoring what people, opinion are, it becomes curbing, in a democracy like India, right? Then it'll be another China with a democratically elected government.
I think when the government decides, they will censor like a lot of things, like things that shouldn't be censored, because we have to get confronted by the harsh world. It's important that we see what's going on in the world, because when the government censor things about their country, they will always make it look a perfect country when it's totally not a perfect country.
Against the government, I don't think you have to. That's for democracy. You have to be allowed to say everything, but again, openly, not hidden. If you are hidden, then you are a coward. You have to say it openly, and your free speech should be allowed, but openly.
Did you guys realise that New Zealand's had the biggest protest we've seen in 30 years this year against our Prime Minister? No? No, you didn't realise that? Because your media is probably a bit censored?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, but I don't think we realise it. I don't think we realise that.
We don't know if we don't know it.
I think that's probably my point with free speech, is that if governments decide what can and can't be censored, and if Twitter can decide what to show you and what not to show you, then maybe your view of the truth is really small and quite narrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you so much.